Iraqi Dinar Guru Opinions, the 6th of November 2024. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. The 6th of November 2024 Newshound, Intel Guru Walking Stick, Iraq Bank Friend Aki Update. Where you doing in Michigan? I'm taking care of the CBI Bank. What else you doing in Michigan? Me and my 18 partners, we've got 93 currency center banks. Where? Michigan. The state is important. For who? The CBI. The Arab population is massive. There are cities that are just Arab now. The 6th of November 2024 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. Mr. Sami said he has heard that Citibank and JP Morgan, who have worked with Iraq for the last 2 years, went to all the meetings with the IMF, World Bank. It turns out Citibank have come out with something called Citi Direct program. It's so banks can exchange foreign currency and deal with 135 different currencies. It is direct and all digital, just like everything we're doing in Iraq. Mr. Sami says these two banks will be leading the way, but it will be banks all over the world too. Frank, you can't be a central hub at a program rate. The 6th of November 2024 Intel Guru Mark Z, via PDK. The election of the new Speaker of Parliament will contribute to the legislation of important and obstructed laws. I have a few folks in Iraq that are convinced that sitting the new Speaker was important, and now I know why. They specifically named the hydrocarbon law in this article, the HCL. There was a lot of meat to go with those potatoes. The 5th of November 2024 Intel Guru Frank 26 Sadani, the Prime Minister of Iraq, is now in control of the auctions of their CBI. What's so important about that? Because, when the government sells their oil, they get paid in dollars. That's the agreement with America, and then those dollars go into the CBI auction and they get converted into dinars. That goes back to the government to pay their bills. But it wasn't. It was going from the CBI auctions to the hands of the corrupt, profiteering, evil people, the far left of Iraq. The auctions were the problem. Not anymore. The 5th of November 2024 Intel Guru Mark Z, via PDK, the new slogan, Made in Iraq. This is about what he needs to make a real impact. I do love the conversation going on in Iraq right now and the diversification, and it is a nationwide effort. The 5th of November 2024 Newshound, Intel Guru Walking Stick. They used to have 130 trillion dinars in circulation. They tell you now it's 100 trillion dinars, it will be trillions to billions. 130? And now report at 100 trillion is a big clue of the direction of the exchange rate. The 100 trillion dinar they're talking about is the value of the IQD, not the number of notes in circulation. The difference is extremely important. The clue is it's going in the right direction of adding purchasing power to the country's currency. The 5th of November 2024 Newshound Guru Claire article. Al-Sadani directs to establish the concept of Made in Iraq, quote. The Prime Minister pointed the importance of establishing the concept of Made in Iraq, as it represents a national goal shared by all. The 5th of November 2024 Newshound Guru Militiaman. They're achieving bonds. They're soaking up money off the street. Here's another sign of the country that is setting the stage for internationalism. They got bonds to get the hoarded money into circulation. That's another very good telling sign that Iraq is just about ready to open her doors. The 5th of November 2024 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. Alak back in TV talking about stability and security, saying Iraq have very low external debt, and that's good because high external debt causes low credit rating and it can hurt a country's exchange. Alak also said to us again the dinar would return to the glory days of the past. Frank, doesn't get any better than that. These are the people we want to hear from, and these words coming out of their mouth? This is exactly what we want our ears to hear from them. The 5th of November 2024 Newshound, Intel Guru Walking Stick, Iraq Bank Friend Aki Update. Aki, where is he at? Michigan. What's he doing? Taking care of a bank, also taking care of over 90 currency centers around Michigan. Why? Because of the Arab population in Michigan. It's massive. It's probably the largest of all the 50 states. That's why Aki has his bank there. The 5th of November 2024 Newshound Guru Claire article. Iraqi priest prays for Trump's victory. Calls on God to send a strong leader to protect persecuted Christians. and bring peace to the Middle East, quote, in a heartfelt prayer on the eve of the U.S. presidential election. An Iraqi priest publicly appealed for divine intervention, asking the Lord to bring a strong leader to the United States, one who would protect persecuted Christians across the globe, particularly in the Middle East. The 5th of November 2024 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. These exchange centers, they're dealing in dinars right now. What they're doing is taking in the old 30 notes that we citizens have been holding on to for years, and putting that into the electronic platform. We have paper to show us what we have in the bank. It's the new electronic system. Frank. The reason for it is because those numbers at a flip of a switch will be recalculated with the new exchange rate and credited to the citizens of Iraq. Dinar mattresses, you know very well what this means. The fact that they found a way to bring them in is just fantastic news. This just speeds it up. The 5th of November 2024 Intel Guru Mark Z, via PDK, Deputy. Smuggling of oil derivatives has shrunk by 80% in Iraq. This is also about the pending approval of the HCL. It is also about securing the borders. I think it is huge. They are securing the financial borders in Iraq. I was always told this would occur right before the revaluation. The 5th of November 2024 Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goad. When you go to the bank to exchange, the US Treasury is going to fund the initial exchange for the bank. It is all electronic. The US Treasury will own dinar. These banks will then turn a profit with the US Treasury for being the broker in the exchange. It will benefit them to collect as much of the 30 notes as possible. The US Treasury will keep a certain amount of the 30 notes for interbanking and global trade with Iraq. Iraq has already guaranteed oil credits at so much a barrel. The US Treasury fully intends to also sell these oil credits at a profit margin to other countries needing the Iraq oil. I have asked my CBI contact multiple times on the fixed credit rate, and I got varied amounts from $30 to $35 a barrel. So, it is not like Iraq has to shell out trillions back to the US to cover the cost of the funds for the exchanges. The 5th of November 2024 Intel Guru Mark Z, via PDK. Question. No matter who wins in the election, do you still think they will release the RV? Mark Z. None of my sources think that this is going to go wrong. They will be waiting for the announcement, then RV things are all going to rip forward. So much does seem to be waiting on the outcome of this election. But I continue to hear positive things. Iraq is moving forward with or without this election. They have paved the road and done their due diligence. I very much expect the announcement of Iraq and the WTO full membership ascension no later than sometime in December. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: IraqiDinarChat.net